morning, students. Here we go with your third lecture from chapter Principle of Inheritance and Variation. Better here we discuss about Mendel's next law. Means here the other pattern of inheritance and genotype expression. Means Mendel explained inheritance in term of discrete heredity determinants. Means factor. Now call it genes. Okay. So what was shown by him in P was later shown to be generally true for a variety of traits in many plant and animals. However, all pattern of inheritance could not be explained exclusively on the basis of Mendel's principle. Along with it complexities were observed by subsequent workers, and many such complex situations could be resolved within the framework of Mendel's principle with suitable modification and extensions. And regard to this, we here discuss about incomplete dominance. Mendel's law of dominance states that one allelomorph dominates over the other and as such F1 exhibits one of the two alternative phenotypes present in parents. As we already discussed it that point in Mendel's first law where we discussed about the law of dominance. So there are some characters which are exceptions to this rule and show incomplete or partial dominance. In such cases, dominance is absent and the hybrid individuals resemble neither parent or are intermediate between the two parents. This phenomena is called incomplete dominance. For example, the F1 progeny from a cross between red and white flower, we call it 4 o'clock plant or Mirabilis jalapa, which bear pink flower. In after generation, red, pink and white plants are occur, means the ratio of this is 1:2:1. So example of incomplete dominance are also met within the animal kingdom in the blue Androsaurus fall. This one is also example of incomplete dominance. Okay. In blue Androsaurus fall, this is in F1 progeny of black and white cross has a mixture of black and white in their feathers, and they were slate blue. Slate blue in offspring are produced in the ratio of 1:2:1, and one black, two slate blue and one white. The black and white breed true, while the slate blue on inbreeding invariably produce three kind like their F1 ancestor, and as a matter of fact they are heterogeneous and never breed true. So these phenomena is complete dominance, incomplete dominance, which can explain on the basis of Mendelian segregation. Okay. So this is all about Mendel's incomplete dominance. Next we go with codominance. Okay. So what is codominance? In codominance, both allelic genes of a genetic trait are equally expressive. The dominant character is not able to suppress the recessive character, and thus both the character appear side by side in F1 hybrid. For example, if a cattle with black coat is crossed to a cattle with white coat, the F1 hybrid possesses neither black or white coat but have roan coat color, where black and white patches appear separately. Thus, the alleles which are able to express them independently when present together are called codominant alleles. Okay. So the next example of codominant, as you see in your screen, you all have to know your blood group. So there are three blood groups, A, T, O, and A, T, O blood types are an example of autosomal codominant. Okay. So ABO blood group are controlled by the gene I. Okay, means our gene I represent our blood group. The plasma membrane of red blood cells has sugar polymer that protrude from its surface, and kind of sugar is controlled by the gene. Like the gene I has three alleles, as you seen, IA, IB and I. Single I means O blood group. Okay. So the alleles IA and IB produce a slightly different form of sugar, where alleles I does not produce any sugar, and each human being possesses any two of the three I gene alleles. IA, IB or dominant over I. Thus IA and I are present, only IA expresses. When IB and I are present, only I expresses. But when IA and IB are present together, they both express their own type of sugar due to codominance. Okay. So this is example of codominance. ABO blood group types of codominance is um, 90%. This type of question is raised in board. You have to be know very well prepared about the codominance in value of ABO blood groups. Okay. So these all is here depend on the genes, means interaction of genes. Interaction of genes, according to Mendel, that character defined by a single factor we call that gene, and a change in it cause modification in the character. Okay. So one means that character depend on two or more pair of genes for their expression, and chromosome pair interact in various way and affect the production of single trait or character. Genes who are inherit as unique, they may interact in some complex fashion to produce the trait. This is called factor interaction or gene interaction. Okay. This cause modification in the basis of Mendelian ratio. The development of character does not depend only on one gene, and a single gene may it may influence several characters, and on the basis of it we also have a term epistasis. Epistasis. Epistasis means in such an interaction a gene masks or inhibit the expression of another non-allelic gene, and the gene that masks the effect of another is said to be epistasis to the other, and the gene whose expression is prevented is said to be hypostatic. Okay. This is most probably be asking question in board. Okay. Now we go with the most important topic. This is the picture of paleotropy. So what is paleotropy? Means Mendelian inheritance describe the pedigree pages. We have seen that in single gene is responsible for the expression of single trait. Later it was observed that a single gene, means paleotropic gene, may influence the expression of more than one visible trait. This ability of a gene to influence more than one trait is called paleotropy. For example, like pea plant, the same genes that affect flower color also influence the seed coat color and color of the leaves. Okay. Similarly, the gene that determine the size of wings in Drosophila also affect eye color position. Okay. And a well example of paleotropy in human is hereditary disease called sickle cell anemia. Please note it down. If you have an example of paleotropy, so paleotropy in human is a hereditary disease. We call that sickle cell anemia, a recessive gene caused by the production of an abnormal hemoglobin. As a consequence, the shape of the red blood cell containing it becomes distorted and sickle shaped. Sickle shaped red blood cell does not transport oxygen and resulting in anemia, but also tend to clump together and clot some arteries. Thus, homozygous individuals for sickle cell shape are normally die early in the life due to severe anemia, and where heterozygous state confer protection against malaria as the parasite cannot live in this disorder cells. Many times this type of question, that which disease is not happening in sickle cell anemia patients, so the answer is malaria. Okay. And paleotropy with reference to example of here is phenylketonuria, PKU. On the basis of paleotropy is the interrelationship between the metabolic pathway that may contribute towards different phenotypes. Like example of these diseases are phenylketonuria in human being. It is due to the mutation of gene that code for the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. Many time 99-100% this question is happening in boards. It means phenylketonuria is disease which is happening because of mutation of gene, and that codes for the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase, and this resulting in a phenotypic expression characterized by mental retardation and reduction in hair and skin pigmentation. Okay, and next in pea seed, starch synthesis in pea seed. Starch synthesis in pea seed is controlled by one gene. The gene has two alleles, capital B and small b. So starch is synthesized effectively by capital B homozygotes, and therefore large starch grain are produced. On the other hand, small b homozygotes have lesser efficiency in starch synthesis and produce smaller starch grain. And after mutation of capital B seeds are round and the small b seed are wrinkled, but the heterozygotes capital B produce round seed as capital B is dominant, but the starch grain are intermediate size. So if starch grain size is considered as the phenotype, then from this angle the alleles show incomplete dominance. Thus we can conclude that the dominance is not an autonomous feature of a gene or the production that has information for. It depends on the gene production and the production of a particular phenotype from this product. Okay, so in uh, paleotropy you have to be know two disease, mostly sickle cell anemia and phenylketonuria. Even there is lots of many question raising from here, one marks question, you easily find out that if you learn that by yourself also. Okay, thank you.